to nightmares. Don't worry, viewer, all the stories here are created from my deep, dark imagination. Well, at least some of them. Today's story is a strange one indeed. Of course, everyone knows how disgusting some insects can be, but none is more disgusting than the common housefly. And this is where we start, with the fly. The year was 1986, in a small town located on the island of Tahinas, near Tasmania. In a forgotten bunker deep in the lush green jungle of Tahinas, there is a sound so disturbing that it will surely make you jump straight out of your skin. In the direction of the terrible sound, we see an 8-foot shadow of a human-like creature with a gigantic bulbous head, and what seems to be leathery wings, sprouting straight out of its back. To our surprise, we hear another startling sound, the sound of the very scientist who had created the beast. He was screaming because the creature had broken out of the ropes that restrained him. Although the scientist had made a getaway and hid behind the northwest wall of his lab, his assistant wasn't as lucky. The beast, finally feeling freedom, was clearly seeing blazing red, and he had grabbed the first thing in sight, the assistant. And in one fluid motion, he managed to tear the head of the unlucky victim clean off. With blood staining his arms, he turned towards the scientist, but instead of giving him a similar fate, he leaped straight through the roof and had flown off into the dense jungle. 5 miles from the jungle, in the heart of the town, 2 teenagers are walking home from the movies. Their names are Jessica and Thomas. As they are on their way home, they quickly hear a strange buzzing sound overhead. They think nothing of it, as it had disappeared as quickly as it came. Jessica, after saying her goodbyes to Thomas, had returned home to find out that her mother was frozen in fright, as the local news came on with a disturbing report of a man-sized fly slaughtering the locals. Jessica's mother soon started crying, for she had seen her beloved mother loaded into an ambulance on a stretcher that was stained bright red. As Jessica went in to hug her wailing mother, she suddenly stopped when there was a loud thud heard from outside. Jessica's mother, not thinking of anything but the safety of her own daughter, rushes out the door, grabbing Jessica by her collar. Jessica, being pulled with force only equal to an ox, was rushed outside only to hear her mother's blood-curdling scream. Jessica's mother had fainted instantly after seeing the hideous, horrible creature, with its mandibles dripping with mucus and blood. Jessica, hearing nothing but her heart and the sound of police sirens off in the distance, thought nothing of how to get her and her mother out of harm's way. She frantically looked left and right as the creature crept closer and closer. She scanned the perimeter and located a rake and a gigantic canister of bug spray. Her father was the best exterminator on the island. She darted for the rake and the canister of bug spray. Loading the spray, she went head into the creature's path. Feeling brave and terrified at the same time, she managed to swing at the creature with the rake. While the creature dodged the rake, she blasted him with bug spray. The creature wailed a terrifying screech as he'd been blasted by the deadly toxins. Yes, thought Jessica, but to add to her horror, the creature grabbed her mother and let out one more frightening screech as he flew towards the jungle with her mother. The creature was never seen again, but neither was her mother. Although the town was safe, Jessica would never forget the day she lost her mother and met the beast she so affectionately named Flytrap.